Hayi mina namhlanje sazisebenza ngobungozi bezilwanyana. Cela wena uyeva isikhuselo.
We're about to go do something that's challenging, and we're in a big fire park.
This is an incredible day, an incredible moment.
With this project, one of the key goals is to relocate a group of elephants from the main section of Addo Elephant National Park to the Kabouga section.
People often ask us why we want to translocate animals and secure and expand the park. This is all part of our national park expansion strategy. Last year we released our 2040 vision, where we talk about mega living landscapes, and we are moving away from a fortress conservation to a more inclusive, community-based conservation organization.
In Southern Africa, most of our protected areas are quite small, and a lot of those protected areas are very fragmented as well, so the animals are no longer able to move across the landscape. I mean, if you look at this adder population, they would have been connected all the way to the Addo elephant and all the way right down to the Western Cape. So they could move freely across the landscape and move according to where the resources were good. With these protected areas now where we've fenced them in, they're no longer able to freely move from one area to another. So we're mimicking that process of dispersion and immigration. And ideally into the future, we will be able to connect those areas and animals will be able to move by themselves. We won't have to do the translocations.
As you can imagine, an operation of this nature, of this size, to move between 30 and 40 elephants 50, 60 kilometers away, takes incredible planning. There's lots of logistics. Before we even consider a move, we involve several internal and external stakeholders.
The Kabouga section hasn't had elephants on the land in over 100 years, and by reintroducing elephants into that landscape, they are going to play a key role in restoring the ecological processes because they are a keystone species. And that paves the way to the restoration of the ecosystems for all the biodiversity in that landscape.
With this relocation, we've had good rains, the habitat is optimal, and the animals are in good condition in general. With elephants being very family-orientated species, it's important, it's actually essential to try to keep that family herd as a unit. So once that group is down, they're mobilized, the next phase is the actual logistics of getting them loaded into the trucks. And obviously you're working with 2-3 tons of animal here, so it's not easy to be able to get them up. You can't just walk them into a crate. We use cranes in that. I know it looks a little bit traumatic to the animals, but that weight is spread out over each 4 of their limbs. The physiology is better for the animals being loaded like that than if you keep them on lateral recumbency. Ultimately, you want them to survive the translocation, and then you want them to settle in at destination. And then ultimately, for a successful operation, which will only be 2-3 years down the line, you want to see them recruiting. So you want that population to be breeding. So it's an ongoing monitoring, ongoing management of the population is important.
I first started as a section ranger at Kabouga section. 23 years ago, we were busy removing farm fences, busy preparing the landscape for one day when the elephants would come. And to be here and to be with this experience has been an unbelievable dream. I couldn't have asked for anything better.